Here is though the bigger picture strategy thing that I think is important to pull out. And this is kind of the hill that I will die on. Um, we're in the middle of this sprint by the Trump administration to consolidate their power and to bully American society into submission. The way they are going to do that is pretty simple. They go on the attack. They claim powers they don't have. They do stuff that's crazy illegal. They generate intense fear of retaliation, and they see if people will push back or if people will give their power away. And when people don't push back, they pocket that win and then they go further. We are seeing that play out right now. CBS folds, they go on the attack on ABC, right? And Disney. The greatest danger that we face right now is not actually the administration. It is how we as a society respond to that chilling effect. It is when we anticipate their attacks, we preemptively start to obey, we shrink back, we make ourselves smaller, we do what they want in advance. So I want to be so clear that our long-term strategy for winning, it depends on reversing that cycle. It depends on fostering mass defiance, a culture of mass defiance of the regime. Different people are going to play different roles in making that happen. In any successful version, millions and millions and millions of us are going to need to organize in the open in our communities. We're not getting out of this mess without millions of us deciding that that is a risk that is worth taking for our families, for our neighbors, for our country. Right now, there is nothing unlawful about gathering with our communities to exercise our First Amendment rights. The best way to protect those rights is to keep using them boldly and without hiding or according the administration powers that it does not have. I am not saying here that there is no risk of repression. They've been really clear. They want to repress peaceful protests. They want to come after all of us. They're not hiding that in any way. I am saying, though, that the best way that we reverse that process is by getting as big and as defiant and refusing to concede anything in advance and making their attempts at repression backfire. And it's not just, this is about no kings, right? But it's also like about the mindset, right? Because in the months ahead, we're going to ask you to march, right? But we are also going to ask you to like show up at your PTA meeting and get the mic and say, hey, what is the school doing to protect families from ICE? We are going to ask you to show up to your alumni gathering for your university and grab the mic and be like, hey, I'm not giving a dime to this university until you all stop negotiating a compliance deal with the Trump administration. We are going to ask you to go to your minister or your rabbi and say, why are you not speaking out? Why are you not doing more? I expect more from your moral leadership. I expect you to talk to people about what is happening. We're going to ask you to go door to door, pushing your local businesses into action. Hello, shout out to everybody who is already doing that. This stuff is hard. It is uncomfortable. It can come with real personal risks. None of us are going to get out of this mess if we don't lean in. So all which is just to say, like, I think I want to just be clear, we don't care if we have your email or not, but we do want to be really clear that we are conceding absolutely fucking nothing to this administration in advance. We are going to organize proudly. We are going to assert our First Amendment rights. We are going to ask people to join us. That is not because we are afraid. It is because we have faced the fear and decided that it will not win. That is what we are doing here together. The way out is together.